I made it to Morris, Illinois. 7 o'clock my time. Six o'clock local time. Just wanted to show you guys what the truck looks like with all the lights. So the excavator's still there. Everything's cool. My strobe lights are working. And that's I-80 over there. So that's how I was rolling. 4 axles down in the back. See strobe lights everywhere. So we have like disco music. We have strobe lights over there. And we have strobe lights over there. And it's, I guess it's too dark for the camera too. The camera doesn't want to focus. And actually it didn't occur to me that I have another set of strobe lights that I could have used. And then it would be, if I could find it, where is it? Oh, it's over here. Check this out. That's what I should have done. I should have driven it like this. Then people would be crazy, like, what the heck is this guy doing? You know, why he has lights in the middle? No, of course, that's not necessary. Okay, let's gonna shut off this one. Okay, I'm gonna shut off this one. All right. So yeah, I drove all day from 7:45. From 7:45 Eastern time to 7 my time. Everything is by the book, but because I had to do so many detours, it took a very long time. So I just checked my mileage, you know, on the odometer to see, because you know you write down the starting odometer and then this one, and I only did 433 miles, you know. Oh, this is my button. You see this magic button? Whoever's in the seat has the power to turn the flashing light on the roof. Like, check this out. See this? As soon as I push this magic button, no light. Alright. So let me just show you quickly. We can focus here. Yeah, it's probably too dark. See, the camera is a small sensor. Maybe I should just tell you guys. But basically, I started in Lodi, Ohio, which is where? Somewhere in the United States, I'm pretty sure. Lodi, okay. It was I-71. Yeah, Lodi over here. You see this? Oh, okay, wow. It's hard to see, but there's Akron, right? And there's 71 over here. That's the Lake Cleveland, right? 71. And so then they send me my permit. I went south on 71, pretty much all the way almost to Columbus, and then I went towards Delaware over here and took this what is this, 36? Yeah, US 36 towards Maysville, and then it became 33, and I followed 33 like this, crossed 75, I-75, and then over here I got some 33 intersects this US 127, and there was a roadies truck stop in here, and I got a steal over deal on fuel at $2.85 a gallon, because everywhere else over there it was like $3.05, $3.10. And then I took 120 US 127 north all the way over here to US 30, right? What's happening here? Yeah, US 30, and then US 30 west, and of course these are all very slow roads with lights, you know, and to Fort Wayne, 465 north, and then 69 south, and then I got this back on US 30, but this is already Indiana, and then I stayed on US 30 all the way to I-65 over here. I-65, pretty much near Illinois, and then I got north on 94, and then I did a detour over here on Highway 6. Actually, they sent me where's that? 83. Yeah, 83. So right from 94 I took the exit 161 on this 83, and then took this road. This was Thornton Lansing. Took this one this way and there was a crossing in here, and then they want me to go like this on Williams, then right on Eleanor, and stay on this one. This is Chicago Road, turns into Park, South Park Avenue, and then cross back over 94 and catch 6, US 6, and take US 6 all the way to I-57. So well, first of all, there's construction over there, but also this way you bypass the toll, because I didn't have the toll. I'm done paying for tolls with oversized loads. And then I just took 57 and 80 right past Joliet over here, and past I-57, and no, not this pilot. Yeah, and that's where I am now. You see the blue dot? There's Walmart on the other side, TA, there's a new pilot over there. And that's it. And so the plan tomorrow is keep driving west over here till I reach 39, I-39, and then just go north towards Rockford. So basically I did a huge detour, but I didn't want to go through Chicago. But come on. Alright, but if you look, like I was over, where was I? Columbus. So I was somewhere here, right? And then I went almost to Columbus, and then I went like this towards Fort Wayne. There was a big detour in Ohio. For some reason they didn't want me to go on US 30 right away. Where I was, I had to go south. And so yeah, like this now I'm going to Rockford. And I didn't study yet my Wisconsin and Minnesota routing, but somehow I have to get to where? To Duluth over here, right? And then Duluth, this little highway over here, that's Canada border, and that's Thunder Bay, Ontario. Very far away. So this Thunder Bay to Cambridge, my home area, is 1,000 miles almost, but that's where I am right now, right? So just southwest of Chicago. Okay, let's see, how far are we from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Directions. Oh, 1,097 kilometers. Well, I cannot change it in that link disappears sometimes where you can change into miles, but basically 1,000 kilometers, it's 600 miles, and 97 kilometers, that's 60 miles. So 660 miles, which is good. So I can drive over the through the weekend. So I'm gonna the roads over there are gonna be better. They're gonna be less 2-lane roads, so I can probably do 500 miles, right, and get close to Canadian border. And then today I'm gonna do my bill of lading, prepare, you know, to be signed by the customer, and I prepare my invoice to the freight broker. And then tomorrow night I'll prepare my customs. I'll have to set up my shipment e-manifest, and then I'll email the invoice to the customs broker. And I already have my Ontario permit, and the delivery is just like 45 miles, you know, from the border. I guess that's why the permit was issued pretty fast. Normally Ontario is very slow. And as I mentioned before, I have my annual permit. It was approved, and it's being mailed to me, to my post office, mailbox in Cambridge. So if my next load is gonna be an oversized load, I figured I don't want to pay. It's very expensive, you know, if I go through Ontario with an oversized load, and to order a one-trip permit. I figured like the place where I'm receiving mail, it's a manned location, right? There's customer service people over there, and they can sign on my behalf. And so I'm gonna call them and check, ask them to see if there's any big envelope from MTO, Ministry of Transportation of Ontario. If it is there, I'll just find a place in Thunder Bay, like UPS store, you know, mailboxes, etc. But we don't have mailboxes, etc. in Canada. We have UPS store, or just UPS customer center, right? And just pay the guy, just give him my credit card and ask him, charge me like, well, I don't know, it's $30, $40 because it's just an envelope, and send it overnight to Thunder Bay, you know, because I only pay, you know, 30, even $40 for the courier service, but then I have the annual permit, and I don't have to buy a trip permit for Ontario. Like I said, that would be like $300, $400 Canadian, you know, which is just a little bit less than US dollars. So it's and the rule is, even though that annual permit is issued and it's approved, you know, unless you have the original paper permit in your truck, you cannot claim that you cannot drive with the oversized load, you know. So you still have to get, if they stop you and they ask you for a copy of your annual permit and you don't have it, basically they'll put you in prison, because then you must have a trip permit, you know. So I figured that's what they do. And I think it was approved, today is Saturday, I think it was approved probably Wednesday or Thursday or something. And the MTO office is in St. Catharines, Ontario, and Cambridge is like 60 miles, 100 kilometers away. So I'm pretty sure my permit, she said she mailed it by regular Canada Post, so it should be in my mailbox probably Monday. So then I'll do that, you know, because I'm really tired of paying for Ontario permits, because I already, you know, that annual permit is $440 Canadian, which is like $375, $380 US. Like, what am I paying? Why am I paying double, you know? But because, unfortunately, that I'm over here, you know. All right, now we're gonna close this blockbuster with that truck I want to show you. Because if only this thing can focus. But this is a curious setup. You don't see many of these over here. I don't see the name of the company. Yes, it's too dark, but it has a very interesting trailer, like a gooseneck like that, you know, popular somewhere like in California. And then what they do is they put 6 tires or even 8 per axle. And you know, even with 2 axles, but because you have so many tires, you can hold a lot of weight. And I'm pretty sure that this is just a regular probably trailer, because I only see 4 tires on the axle. But that gooseneck is it's famous, the design, and I think it's a mechanical. Pretty sure it's a mechanical trailer. Or actually, I think I see a little motor in there. But what's curious is that this guy has this stinger, right? But kind of funny that he has a 2-axle trailer and then a stinger, you know. So that's what you need for heavy loads. And actually, that stinger or booster in many states in U.S. works better than my flip axle, you know, because flip axle, Ontario, we're good. Ontario, Canada, that's why I don't want to sell it yet. But what I decided is that, because you see, like, that's in the way, basically, you know. What's funny is that this machine, this big 35 metric ton excavator, does not need the flip axle, right? All I need is 7 axles, but because the flip was sitting on the top, it was in the way, I had to put it down. So now I'm dragging 4 extra tires on the ground. My fuel mileage is worse. And of course, that flip axle is almost 3,000 pounds, you know, not almost, over 3,000 pounds. So extra weight. And I'm 80 feet long, just under 80 feet. And some states actually, like, I got lucky this time, but some states, if you're 80 feet long, you need an escort, you know, and then you're losing $1 per mile to pay for the escort. So you definitely, when you don't need it, it's best to, you know, use only as many axles as you need, right? Like when you start doing this, it's not good. And so what I decided is that I'm gonna wait till the end of this year and see if I do at least one load where I really need 8 axles, 4 axles on the truck and 4 on the trailer. You know, if it just in the way and it spends more time on the trailer, then I'll just find a way somehow to sell it or trade it in for something. I don't know. But one guy was asking me if I want to sell it, but he was too cheap, because, you know, I paid 22,000 Canadian for this and I'm making payments. I cannot sell it like for $5, you know. I gotta pay off my lease to the company, so I cannot sell it cheap. But for now, like I said, for now I'm not sure yet if I want to sell it or not, because I see these 4-axle trailers in Ontario all the time. So anyway, that was a quick update. So we'll continue tomorrow, hopefully deliver Monday, and then wait Monday, Tuesday, get my annual permit. And there was a load. I was talking to a guy that was still working on the paperwork, but if I'm lucky, I might get a load right out of that town to go back into US, and so I can make some money. So, oh yeah, and once I'm there, once I'm in Canada, I gotta take my US card and go put money in my Canadian bank account so that my bills can be paid. Because it's funny, like, I have some money, but if you remember that long story, the previous video, they couldn't verify my identity on the phone, so I wasn't able to transfer the money. So now I need to be physically at the bank to fill up my Canadian account. Thanks for watching. Sergei out.